What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Ugly Ass Nigga Morning Show. Appreciate everybody who just, who waking up. I know New York is y'all all the way. It's already 11 o'clock there. People on the West Coast is 8. Here is 10. But yeah, appreciate everybody that, stopping through on my new segment. This is the second day 2 of it. As y'all see, I got a couple of topics for us to go ahead and dive into today. Our lineup is we got Steven Jackson and Lil Yachty. Pretty much, Steven Jackson is calling out Little Yachty because he made some. If you're not familiar with Steven Jackson is a former NBA basketball player, and he's also related to George Floyd. Of course, anyone, I'm pretty sure the majority of us remember and know who that is. The guy who was, fatally killed by the officer, putting his knee on his neck, and he passed away. So, basically, he made some kind of song, and it got some lyrics in there, basically imitating, kind of touching on being how the cop put his knee on his neck and stuff like that. And Steven Jackson definitely took offense to that. So I got the video for that. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and go into Shacarri Richardson. Those of y'all that's familiar with what's going on with her, basically she had a incident where she was assaulting her boyfriend and ended up getting arrested. Then we got another incident where this girl, 20, I think she was only like 20, 23, something like that, years old. And she was attacked by, they say her own pit bull, but then again, later on in the story, it's saying that the pit bull belonged to someone else. Either way, she was fatally killed by a pit bull. And then the last one, which I think is the craziest one, it was kind of shocking. They got this new artificial memory chip that they're pitching out and giving to inmates as an incentive. Like if they want to get their prison time lowered, they can take that chip and get their time reduced. But it's crazy what the chip does to you. So that's really crazy to me. So we're gonna dive into all of these topics. Starting with the first one. Let's see, I've been live for 4 minutes now, so I guess I can go ahead and start. Let me check on some of these comments. What's good, Buckets Jr.? What's good, DeMarcus? Thank you for saying that I work for stars because you taught the Marcus character into existence and be about. This is what I mean when support and be blocking blessings. What you mean saying that you work for stars? What's good, Steve? What's good, Zion? All right, so like I was saying, the very first topic, Steven Jackson and Lil Yachty. We got a issue. We got a situation going on with them. And Steven Jackson was saying that his music is whack. And to be honest with you, I actually very much agree with him on that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up. So this here is the story. I caught it on Instagram. Shout out to Shade Room. We're gonna go ahead and play what he had to say.
Man, I'm so out the way, man. Trying to mind my business. Y'all see the type of business we got going on and doing, man. I'm making changes in my life. I'm doing the right thing. I'm winning. I'm just trying not to pay attention to you idiots, man. But like, it's just hard, bro. Like, Lil Yachty, bro. You've been whacked, man. But you think you saying George Floyd name and trying to use his name in the bar that's gonna make people like your whack ass music, man? We y'all the only era that feel like demeaning the dead and saying that cool, man. It ain't. It ain't.
Real quick, that's something that's definitely true, bro. Like he's spitting when he say that. I know I'm not too old myself, but I'm a little like the younger generation, bro. Like these little YNs are very, very disrespectful, bro. Like they don't care about respecting the dead. They don't care about respecting their elders. Like shit is crazy. Like they be disrespecting, for instance, like they disrespect Kobe. Like they don't. I be seeing them folks saying nasty stuff just because they LeBron fans. Like them folks ain't got no code or no remorse whatsoever. Like I don't know what's up with them with that. And like for him to say shit like that, Stephen Jackson gonna tell you what he said.
Ain't. And it's me and the whole third ward and the whole Houston, Texas riding behind G, man. Don't ever say his name, bro. Y'all, none of y'all knew G. Nothing about him. But y'all want to say his name for clout. Put him near up on. That's some weak ass got it. But let somebody die in your family. We gonna do a whole skit about it and see how funny it is, bro. Cut that shit, man. It's only you whack Sambo that do shit like that. Stop. Man, I'm so out the way, man.
Okay, so that's what he had to say. And they also got the song that Lil Yachty made, so you can hear the lyrics that he's talking about.
Wait for it. Wait for it. I TSUS, I'm finna go break the bank for it. Put my knee up on her neck. I went George Floyd. I be tweaking shit.
Like you heard that part. The man gonna say some put my knee up on their neck, make them George Floyd. And then you got these niggas in the background just bobbing their head like he just spitting, and the man trash as hell. So that is the beef that Stephen Jackson has with Lil Yachty. But here's the thing, though. The craziest part is Lil Yachty don't give a damn. I can guarantee you, he don't give a damn whatsoever. Because for him, it's all about the clout chasing. He don't care. I can guarantee you, he's actually happy that he was able to get a response out of Stephen Jackson, because all they care about is clicks and views. They literally don't care if something is disrespectful or something. All they care about is, oh, okay, I'm going viral for doing some disrespectful ass shit. And like that's what I mean. Like they ain't got no code, they ain't got no remorse. That like all of that is done when it comes to the younger generation. All right, let's check some more comments. What you mean go to bed? I told you I was gonna be up for the in the morning. That's why I had to cut the live short yesterday night, because normally I go about 2.5 to 3 hours, but yeah, I had to cut it short because I had to finish this up, plus get up for it. So yeah. He said the lyrics are super. What's up, Hezekiah? The lyrics are super trash. It really was. It was trash as hell. Taking the clip for the prisoners is just like taking a deal and use the guinea pig. Yeah, use as a guinea pig. We're gonna definitely get into that. That's the last topic. But yeah, absolutely, I agree with you. Stephen Jackson calls Yachty music whack after distasteful George Floyd lyrics. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I went to sleep, Mike. It just, I didn't sleep very long. I probably went to sleep about 4 hours. Got back up. That's how it got to be, bro. You know, it's about the grind. Shit was super trash. That bar was disrespectful to George Floyd. Of course it was, but like I said, these young niggas don't care. It became cool in this younger generation. I'll say, like, me growing up, it was like the 2000s. Like, I would say like 2015 ish is when being disrespectful started to become popular. I would say. IBS people just okay. It's a lot of all right. Yeah, make sure y'all are smashing that like button because we only got 4 likes and I got like 10 people in the chat right now. So yeah, go ahead and hit that like button so you can know the traffic can go and I can get more, of course, people in there, gain some subscribers. Because as y'all know, this is a new segment, so this is something like that's not typically under my umbrella. So it's not going to travel very far without likes. But anyways, though, yeah, so that is the situation with the George Floyd and Stephen Jackson and Lil Yachty. I don't know how far, this thing is going to go. But what's good, Buckets? Yeah, I don't know how far this thing's going to go, but yeah, I seen it on there and thought it was a pretty interesting topic. So I said, yeah, let me go ahead and add that into the morning show. But now we're going to go ahead and go a little bit further and make it to, I forgot about my music, man. They got to play my morning. But yeah. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the Shacarri Richardson situation. So Shacarri Richardson, right? So if y'all been paying attention, she has been in the news as of late because of the incident that she had by basically assaulting, her boyfriend, basically hitting the nigga, pushing on him and all that. And she did it at an airport where, there's plenty of cameras that if you are a celebrity, they're gonna catch stuff. You gotta be smarter than that. And this isn't the first time that Shacarri has been in the news. But this is the first time that she's kind of or something like this. This is like she had some couple of negative things, like they was talking about her, smoking weed, so she was unable to compete, and they gave her a suspension and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, if you're familiar with her, and I remember when this first was going on with her, I was a huge supporter of her. I felt like people was unjustifiably criticizing her. And it was people that when she lost one race, people was actually celebrating. I'm like, bro, why are y'all celebrating? First off, this is the girls representing our country. We like the country, and not still this is a black woman. that's on the same side as us. Like, I found that crazy. So I was definitely taken up for her, but this situation, this is a little crazy because it's no under no circumstances is it okay for you to put your hands on someone because you're mad about it. Like, I think allegedly or apparently the guy may have been cheating on her or something like that, so she was getting mad. But I don't care if he was or not. It still doesn't want you to put your hands on him because the thing is, if he would have done it to you, you would have definitely been the girl who cried for you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. I also have the clips for her when she was confronted by the police, and it's gonna also show the clip where she was assaulted. Like, some of the stuff that she said was kind of crazy too. To be honest with you, like, honestly, it kind of shows the entitlement that some women have. Like, she felt like since she was a woman, nothing should have been done to her. Although she was basically, attacking on camera, and then tried to say that she didn't do it. That's the crazy part. They were like, "We seen you on camera. You can lie to us and say you didn't do it." Anyways, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and pull that out. View that together. So here it is. As you can see, the additional body has been released of Shacarri Richardson's arrest following the airport incident with Kristen Cole. I can't remember her boyfriend's name. Yeah, that's her name. Kristen Cole. Yeah. Let's go ahead and listen to it.
Okay. And that was something that I kind of just grasped, and emotionally, I'm just like, bet you do your thing, but you're asking me for things that is within my position, and for my right, I don't have to give it to you because it's in my position. But when it comes to the point that I saw that he chose to make it more about the police and things of that nature, that shows that he made a choice. So I just want to be more professional and just come professionally and let you know, like, hey, relationship thing, have no problem, and welcome to you guys. So I'm not hiding. Right.
Then the craziest part, and I'm sorry, women in general has to stop doing it. You see how quickly she tried to play the victim. Like, they seen you attacking the dude. I think she may have been unaware at this time that they had the security footage of her attacking. And she instantly tried to make it seem like she was the one being a professional who didn't have an argument, and that she's victimizing herself, like, oh, he's the one trying to get the police on me, and I'm just trying to, be calm. We had an argument. That's all it was.
Hi, how are you doing, sir? I'm good.
Okay.
But I had to put down. I'm so sorry, you're grabbing me right now.
Yep, you're under arrest.
I'm under arrest right now?
Ma'am.
What am I under arrest? What am I under arrest? Haven't put my hands on him. We had an argument.
Now, me personally, I probably wouldn't have wanted her arrested, even though, she did all that, just because, especially if it's a girl that I'm with and stuff like that. I don't know. I guess it depends on how bad it is. Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted her. And even he didn't want her arrested, but they didn't care. They was like, you still assaulted. We'll take it, regardless.
What? Christian, are you serious right now? Okay. I did enough.
That okay is crazy, too. I'm sorry. That okay. You saw how she was like, okay. That okay is it's different types of okay. Like, okay. If it different, she was like, okay. That okay was like, okay. That means I got you. That's the type of okay she just gave this man. She was like, I got you. Wait till I get out.
saw him though.
Video cameras.
I literally was we were having an argument. I'm not resisting, so you don't have to do it harder. Christian, are you serious right now? Christian.
He doesn't get a say.
But I understand. We were arguing. But I understand entirely. We were arguing. Okay, I'm not gonna resist. But I'm telling you that we were arguing. I didn't assault him. I didn't do anything wrong. But the fact that you guys are doing this to me and he's the man in this situation, I'm gonna comply. I am. I'm not gonna argue with you at all. But you have me on camera, but at the same time, what he has on camera, I have my phone, show something different. So if I need to show that, I will. Okay, but I have my phone that shows something different. But Christian, thank you, Christian.
Don't talk to him right now.
Okay, I won't. Thank you so much, officer. They are arresting me right now, Christian. They're arresting me right now. Am I?
You can't do nothing about it. Didn't you just hear the police say they don't care what he said? They're gonna take you regardless. Like, stop trying to blame this man for doing it. And to my knowledge, I don't think he called the police. The problem is you did it in the middle of an airport, and you are a public figure. You know they want to make an example out of one of us anyway. So you, the one, have to be smarter than that and not do. If you're angry at him, I mean, I'm not an advocate of putting your hands on anybody under no circumstances, but especially don't do it in public. You could have waited till y'all got back to the hotel or whatever. You inside of the room where the public eye can't see it. You're gonna do this stuff in the open. You asked me.
I'm gonna go actually for Christian. Are you serious right now? He's in jail right now. Wait, but right now, I didn't. Can he tell you that I didn't do nothing to him? Christian, are you serious right now? Christian, I'm about to go to jail because of you right now.
Because of him?
He's in jail right now. Wait, but right now.
That's the footage of her. Like, look at it. You clearly attacking the man. And the craziest part, he's trying to avoid you. He's going the opposite way. You're still hitting the man. I'm gonna tell you one thing. She better be happy that it ain't no one of no Y.Ns in Memphis. They would have knocked her out right there. They were everything. These Y.Ns over here though. Look at that. She did it to the right one. Ain't no advocate for a man knocking out women at the same time. Women need to try and put their hands on themselves. Some of the times she might meet that guy who's gonna show you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if like she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she has like things that she need to work on for herself, of course. And so do I, so do you, like everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just like extending grace and mercy and love. And I feel as if like I don't try to look at obstacles either. Like, I just look at like situations like this to just like, you know, take a step back, analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you can do to be your best self so that you can move forward, so you can just be the type of person and a human that God needs you to be for his kingdom and for his glory. And so that's kind of how I look at the situation. And like, and I hate the narrative too of just like, you know what I'm saying, it's so negative. But like I said, it's just like in the state of Seattle, even talking to the cop or whatever, he was just like, it really was nothing I could do. And just like, I understood. But I mean, like I said, it was just a sucky situation. But
Hey y'all, it's Shacarri, and more than anything, definitely a lot of self-reflection, a lot of understanding of not only putting myself in a compromised situation, but somebody that I have a deep care and appreciation for as well is something.
That's accountability right there. It's good. Something that a lot of women lack. Accountability. You put yourself in. Not blame him at all. You blame him walking away. You were attacking. You can't blame that on.
Yeah. Holding myself accountable. I see myself. Yep. I'm taking this time to not only see myself, but get myself a certain level of help that overall it's going to reflect who I truly am in my heart and my spirit, and not allowing this moment, but accepting this moment to be more. And so my only thing is I want to be more, not even just for myself, for my family, for my fans, and overly appreciate y'all supporting me and showing up and even holding me accountable to being my best self. So more than anything, I refuse to run away. Hey y'all, it's Shacarri.
All right. So that is the story between them at the airport, the incident that happened between them. So I do got a question for y'all. Do y'all think she actually learned her lesson, or she was only doing that because, probably her PR team told her you need to issue a statement, apologize, take accountability, but she's actually only sorry she got caught? Do you think her apology and taking accountability is actually genuine, or she just said that shit because pretty much she had to fix her? Oh boy. That man said the origin story of 5th days later. Bro, I swear, bro, they try to blame us for anything, bro. You can clearly see that they be the ones dead wrong. They gonna still try to do it. Like, accountability is a lost art in today's society. You said you smoking her in the foot race? I don't know about that, man. That girl fast there. I'm pretty fast. I don't know if I can outrun her. In my prime, I probably could. You said how I be finding out about this stuff? Man, circling the net, bro. That's a shade room is your friend when it comes to that stuff. Shade room is your best friend when it comes to finding glass material to put on it. That's pretty much what I'm getting most of it. Shade room, yeah. YouTube will randomly have shit. My Facebook will randomly have shit. Like, a combination of all my social media platforms, I'm gonna find my drops every day. Ain't gonna really have to do too much. You said that you think it's all her PR team? Yeah. Is it? Unfortunately, more than likely, that is the case. And I really hope I'm wrong about it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, she's a public figure. Whether we like it or not, or she like it or not, there is other people that looks up to her. There's probably little girls that looks up to her. So they're seeing this behavior. If you actually accept accountability and need it, and start, doing things the right way, keeping your hands to yourself, being more respectful, and basically moving forward, showing us nothing but good things, maybe you can be the spark, even if it's for a small group. You can be a spark that, a small group of young ladies to see in a positive light. Anyways, moving on to the next story. And this next story is actually, this one right here is actually kind of sad. Yeah, it's really sad. So, like I said, there's an incident where it says that the pit bull is the girl's dog. It says she was the owner, but at the same time, I know I also read that it was saying that the dog belongs to maybe a boyfriend of hers. not exactly sure whose dog it is, but basically, the girl had a friend over, and it seems that they said that the dog ended up not liking, something with the friend. It got aggressive, so she attempted to take the dog outside, and the dog turned to her. And apparently, this struggle went on for 20 minutes. So I'm gonna pull up the story for this. Like, this right here is really sad. Then on top of that, I know because pit bulls already get a bad name. They got a bad one. Like, I know a lot of owners of pit bulls, they take up for it. They say it's how you train. But I don't have, me personally, I done had 2 of them growing up. I didn't have it anything like that. And we do know a lot of stories about that. All right, so this is the story. A woman fell to death by own pit bull. See, they say own pit bull on her. Then the crazy part, ripping off her arm in 20 minutes. The crazy part is that it went on for 20 minutes. And the saddest part, y'all would know what the saddest part is. She back to the end, child. See, that's the worst part. Come on, man. You can't be taken out of that. But said Simone like on the balcony of her apartment. So she said she had been trying to move the veil outside. It's something among that time like had ran boiling agitated. Bystander tried to intervene peacefully. This morning conflict on the board for like that's crazy. Really sad. And here's the craziest part. This is where BS went. Unfortunately, BS with I gotta say it, white people come in because they're over there having a discussion on whether or not the dog should happen. What? Then y'all read that the dog was attacking her for 20 minutes and it ripped her arm off, ultimately taking her life. Like, what are we talking about? Whether or not the dog should be put down. If this is my daughter, my niece, hell, it could just be my friend. We can talk about something. Like, or maybe it's just not my friend. For sure, if it's my daughter or, a close relative like that, I'm putting the dog down myself. There's no way in the world you gonna tell me this dog got to stay. And then here's the craziest part. They also said, I think they're gonna say it in the news here, but they also said that this isn't the first incident where this dog is attacked. We've had other incidents like this inside of the neighborhood, and just nobody has done anything about it. This is just so happened to be the biggest one because that's
on Sunday on what would have been her 32nd birthday after she was bit by a pit bull inside her apartment on the north side. And tonight her family is remembering her with a balloon release at Smitty's Pub as they await to hear what will happen to the pit bull.
It broke my heart to know that she had been mauled for 23 minutes and nobody came. Nobody came around.
In the complex.
Nobody in the complex. Nobody that was there. They just left her.
Simone Likes family says she had a friend over on the night of the attack at the Lennox Apartments. when a pit bull attacked her, ripping off her arm.
Then look how they expected to take the damn dog. Hey, you can't tell me that dog don't need to be put down.
Details are graphic.
He got a hold of the arm, and then he kept going, and then he went down the side of the body. So he ended up puncturing
her whole stomach.
all of this side. So he got the heart, he got the lungs, he mauled her.
Simone Like died on Sunday on what would have been her 32nd birthday.
Man, but yeah, so it's crazy. I know I seen another story about this. It was in another part. I don't see it here. But yeah, the family here is calling for the dog to be put down. But you know, these dog lovers, they're trying to make excuses for the dog. Oh, maybe the dog was mistreated or whatever. I don't care if the dog was mistreated. Just because a person has been mistreated, it doesn't mean that they're not still a monster. And as humans, I'm not the person to judge to say somebody don't deserve another second. That dog. Y'all can let me know in the comments what y'all take is on it. But if you ask me, and they gave me the choice, that dog is good. This nigga go with the question. Nah, I ain't got no footage of the actual attack. Even if I did have it, I wouldn't play it. That's too much of me. You say it reminds you of a pit bull when you was a kid? Did it attack somebody viciously or something like that? Before you said you don't think pit bulls were made to be pets? You know what's crazy, bro? I think majority of all of these dogs, these house dogs, pets and stuff, are man-made. Because you can't find none of these dogs in the wild somewhere. At least to my knowledge, I don't think. Like, can you find a pit bull somewhere in the wild where you can actually go and catch one? I don't think you can. So that means these dogs were breeded together with something to create them. Yeah, she passed away. You say you need space to get my jokes out. I feel it. But yeah, that's just a major story that it resonated with me. So that's why I actually reported on it. And I thought it was a really sad situation. Yeah, it probably is more to the story. Like, I mean, it could very much be possible that the dog was being mistreated and it just so happened to act out that particular time. Could be. We don't know that before it's extent to. Either way, it still took a life of someone. And like in our world, somebody could be getting bullied and that person lasts out and take a life. They're still gonna have to, be held accountable for their actions. My pit bull ripped the dude's arm out and had to get put that out. Yeah. Okay. I've owned several pit bulls in my life. Yeah, see, everybody got different, perspectives on different experiences. Yeah, because like I told you, I had to. She told some dogs, other dogs, never attacked a human. So you're on the side that you believe that it is more than likely it's how the dog's being trained. Okay. Well, I mean, it could very much be the case. Because like I said, I definitely had one that didn't share that experience. So, I don't know. Anyways, though, on to our last and final topic of the morning. And this one here, you ain't got to worry about not getting your jokes out. You can definitely get your jokes out over here. So, the next one is the artificial memory chip, which is, I think this is crazy. So apparently, this artificial memory chip is a chip that they can implant into these people's brain, and pretty much like I'm trying to remember who said it earlier, but it makes you like a guinea pig. They can pretty much control what you do then. And I don't know, I don't want to get too religious or, spiritual or anything like that here. But for those of y'all that is familiar with this sounds like some Mark of the Beast level type stuff. Because basically they're incentivizing criminals that are inmates to, if you want your sentencing lower, like if you got 10 plus years, you can have it lowered down to, I don't know, damn near getting out. I don't know. They're gonna say it in the story, but it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That they can do that to get out. But basically what the chip is gonna do is gonna pretty much guarantee that you're not going to commit whatever it is, the crime that you committed, no more. But pretty much if you take that chip, it's like you lose your soul because you're no longer in control of your own thought process. So that's the super negative side. There's this dog being, I actually seen something like that. One dog absolutely. Basically, bro, Mike. Nah, this is not the same thing. I think the one you talking about, I know what you're talking about, support in 09, the one they talking about inserting in your hand and shit like that. I think this one's slightly different. But that one I don't think that one didn't control. You talking about the RFID microchips. I don't think those necessarily control your thought process. These are controlling your thought process. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Shout out to Instagram again. I grabbed it.
Coming up with a new prison that allows inmates to serve years of their sentence in just a matter of minutes. So the criminals is gonna have a choice to spend tens of years behind bars, or they can make the choice to get the artificial memory implanted into their brain. So this process is called Cognify. And the intent of it is to treat the criminal like a patient. They're gonna try to change the person's brain chemistry. After this process, when they re-enter,
bro, look at how they looking. Like it's like they're zombie-tized. You know what I'm saying? Like they are zombie now. It's almost like they're not even in control of anything. See how dude looking?
criminal like a patient. They're gonna try to change the person's brain chemistry. After this process, when they re-enter society, they will be new and reformed, and they won't even be capable of committing any other crime. The chip can make the patient feel empathetic. Depending on the severity of the crime, the chip can also make you feel the emotional and physical pain of the victim and the family members. You can feel what they felt. So
that is crazy. that is a chip that you take that makes you feel the actual pain of the victims that you may have put somebody through. So, man, I know I'm gonna wait till the end of this video now.
Process only takes about 7 minutes, but to the patient, it seemed like it had been years. Last year, the U.S. government spent $8.7 billion taxpayers' dollars on the prison. They say with this new prison, they can save money for healthcare, education. Also, they feel that it will be so many.
All right, so that's the story. That is crazy. So, my question to y'all, Lord forbid any of us in this chat, have to go through something like this. But if something was to happen that you had to do, had to do some major serious time, and they give you this option. Let's say you about to do some Diddy time, some shit. They give you 15 years, 20 years. They give you the option to take a chip that say, basically, you'll get out today, but you gotta take this chip. It's gonna control your thoughts. It's basically gonna make sure you don't do a crime like that ever again. And on top of that, it has the ability to make you feel the exact same pain that you may have put whoever it is that you may have unwrongfully, done wrong back on you. So basically, it's like a mirror. That same pain you reflect is gonna be reflected on you. Would you take that chip, or would you just do your time? I agree with you there. That's exactly what it do. Like, that's in prison. You basically still gonna remain in prison, but you're not in a physical prison. It's kind of crazy. Reminds me of Captain Lucky was brainwashed. You said this gotta be fake? I don't know, bruh. I wouldn't put this past nobody. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't do thorough research on it myself yet to figure out whether or not this is true. I'm just reporting it. But that's gonna be my homework. I think I'm gonna try to go and look further into it to make sure whether or not this is true. This is absolutely insane. This shit is crazy. Them niggas gonna be getting control behind the computer screen by some fat white dude that smell like those. Yeah, the Elon Musk of the world and shit like that. Gonna be the ones controlling them. Well, it's a lot of things that should be illegal, but that it's not. So, yeah, you're gonna take the time. I think I would want to go ahead and take my time too, because you at least still, in control of your thoughts. You still keep your soul. And I think that they're taking something like that will disconnect yourself from the universe, or from God, or whoever it is that you may believe in. You pretty much have been stripped away from that by taking it. Because pretty much now they're your God, and they're in control of what you're actually doing. So pretty much that is my 4 topics for the morning show. Looks like it's a little shorter this time. The last one we went for like an hour, like an hour and 10 minutes. Now we're at 50. I got a little bit more time because I typically want, it to be roughly an hour or something like that. I always try to bring shit like reverse psychology. It's like saying, "Oh, commit crime and you'll get out and do this." You stop it. It's right. I guess you need to put a little bit more. But yeah, bro. The world in general is getting crazy. Like, technology is just getting out of control. This type of stuff that this, artificial intelligence is doing now. The things that they're just even being capable, how they can mimic voices, steal images. Believe it or not, I have no doubt in my mind that they have the ability to clone people. So, this is the thing. If they're able to clone people, they have the intelligence that can steal your voice, steal your thought process, mimic your mannerisms, things like that. They can start, if they haven't already, they probably have the ability to clone people and put out other people to make them do things that the actual person not doing for them. And create stories like the way this evil is going on in the world now, that these niggas are the level. It's crazy. Yeah, we getting so far away, man, because we don't went away from the covenant, the original people that forgot who they are, and then we become, like I said, lovers of pleasure and of materialistic things instead of lovers of ourselves, of loving ourselves and lover of the Creator. Person who actually give us the grace to be able to live among each other. Like, I don't know, it's like humanity just, we don't fail hard now, bro. People are having revision history about truth and flipping around. Better myself and just Well, I'm gonna have to go ahead and say no to y'all little chippy children. Whoever's responsible for this. That's if this is an actual true story. I don't know, bro. I think I'm gonna actually lean towards. I think this should probably but what the government is doing. I wouldn't be surprised. Bruh. Low key, you go to downtown LA, you damn near already see it. I'm just being honest. The way some of these people are walking around, bruh, and it seems like they legit don't have, their right mind. That's damn near where they got it from. Downtown LA is like disrespectfully uncomfortable because, and then the craziest part is that you can have one block that's nice. You can have nice luxury buildings and stuff here. Might have a little trash or so here and there, but like for the most part, this side is nice. You can just walk one other block this way, and the whole area is trash. And I know certain areas, it's bad. Like I know New York got, but see, New York homelessness is not nearly as bad because they got homeless. I mean, they got, it gets really cold, and the same with like Chicago. But, areas like LA and stuff where the weather is nice, these folks don't give a damn about being outside all day because they can actually survive this. They don't get as cold. And even Arizona, Phoenix, when I was there like 2 months ago, maybe. Even there, it's getting bad there too. Then again, it's another warm place. You said not those type of times, but I'm just saying, man, folks damn they are, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's drug addicts. They be walking around just like them. I'm telling you, bro, just go downtown LA and go to what they call Skid Row. You don't see that shit. But anyways, though, people, I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and wrap this morning show up. Once again, I appreciate everybody that stopped through. Of course, my loyal supporters. Pretty much all the moderators down there stop through, and of course appreciate you, Mike and Steve. Lust is one of the 7 deadly sins, and a lot of people know that. Yeah, that's a motherfucker right there. Lust. Appreciate that, Steve. So I'm gonna get out here and go do some of my other things I gotta get going. And I'm gonna chop up some of these videos. I also got some new videos that I'm gonna make individually to put out. And probably gonna go ahead and shoot another live later on tonight too. So, like I said, appreciate everybody that stopped through. Get y'all to make it vibe. Yeah, but you in Jersey though, right? Jersey get cold. LA, them new breeze there. I'm telling you. Some ugly ass niggas down there. But anyway, go ahead and check out